Welcome to Teachings from the Masters with Daryl Shaun Price.
Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So today I want to talk to you about ignoring your current reality. Well, first let's talk about why that's even a thing. So you are the master. You are the creator. The energy of creation that flows through all things is your spirit. And as such, when you are living in alignment, spirit, heart, mind, and body, you are automatically creating your happiest life. And in fact, everything you create externally is a reflection of your level of alignment. Your superpower is your attention. So if all you're doing is paying attention to and trying to take care of all of the outside things that are happening, then all you're doing is feeding this old paradigm, this old way of being, these old patterns, which means you're not manifesting miracles, you're not leveling up, you're just kind of operating within what you've already created. And you're not fulfilling your purpose. Your purpose is to be a creator. Your purpose is to learn to more effectively and efficiently turn energy into experiences and matter. So for you to do that, you can't keep feeding all your attention to what has already been created, or you will stop creating new experiences. And this is, I think, where a lot of people that I work with get tripped up. They will get to the point where they can really be at peace, they can meditate, they can really focus their energy and visualize and even imagine, oh wow, I can imagine having the financial security and the freedom, I can imagine the beautiful relationships, I can imagine the experiences and the travel and the home, I can imagine the health and how happy I will be and how strong I am. And then they start paying attention to everything that already is. And it's in conflict. Well, this is who I want to be, but this is the way life is now. And this is who I want to be, and this is the way life is now. But you will get whatever you pay the most attention to, because this is how creation works. Your spirit, that energy of creation that exists in all things, is already vibrating with the entire universe and all of creation as high as it possibly can. It's already there. It's already at the max. So why aren't you experiencing everything that would be considered high vibration all the time? Because your mind is what does the creating. So you have an experience. Your mind gets feedback from that experience. Your body is what's interacting with the experiences you have. I'm touching things. I'm hearing things. I'm seeing things. So your body has the experience. Your mind interprets it. And based on those interpretations and repeated experiences will create beliefs. And the things that you attach to the most, it will create beliefs around. Relationships are hard and I always attract toxic people and I'm in that same cycle over and over again. Oh, I always have bad things happen to me. Well, your mind's going to create based on the beliefs you have and doesn't judge if they're good or bad or positive or negative or anything else. So you have this entire existence that you've created that is filtered through the beliefs that you've already programmed. And everything you are experiencing now, everything you are experiencing now is filtered through your current beliefs. Now, I want to make another bold statement. Every belief, and I'm not talking about whether they're good, they're bad, whatever, but every belief you have is limiting. It is programming in your subconscious that tells your mind this is the way the world is, so just keep creating within this boundary. Just keep creating within these parameters. These are the filters through which you get to funnel all of that energy that can be anything it wants because it fits into this world this way, because this is who we are. This is what our identity is. So right now you've got this specific identity that you've created, all these beliefs that are filtering reality to create the experiences you've had. And because you keep having those experiences, it keeps feeding those beliefs. So if you keep paying attention only to those experiences you've already had and the experiences you keep having, well, guess which one's winning? It's not the one that you imagine, because your mind's going to default to what's the easiest and most comfortable. So it's the life that you're already experiencing that wins. So how do you switch that? How do you truly ignore all of this that's happening around you so you start to experience more of what you've imagined? So I was talking to a friend of mine, one of my roommates, And he had a really good analogy that I want to use here. It's like a bag of marbles. So you're in life and you have decided, hey, I'm going to reach into the bag of life and I'm going to pull out a marble. And at the current level you're at with all the beliefs you have, maybe the marbles are all blue. And maybe that's you have to work hard and maybe you won't have very much money, but you can at least have some happiness and just accept what you've got level. And you got to work and struggle to have better health or whatever it is. So you reach into this bag of life and you pull out a blue marble. And you pull out another blue marble. And you pull out another blue marble. Every time you reach in, it's a blue marble. Your mind now expects blue marbles. When we get to the point that you start imagining pulling out green ones, that's beautiful and amazing. You can imagine it, and you got this whole idea going on. You visualized, and the money is easier, and I have more freedom, and I'm healthier, and these experiences and the relationships. So that's your green marble. Well, then what happens when you're done visualizing is you reach right back into the bag, and oh look, it's still a blue marble, but I imagine the green one. Where's the green one? This is where your attention comes in. The idea is you pull it out and go, oh, there's still another blue marble and I don't want that. Let me keep pulling out. Oh, that's still another blue one. Oh, that's fine. You're aware of. You know and can see what's happening. You don't pretend like it doesn't exist, but you ignore it in the fact that I'm not going to keep pulling blue marbles and thinking about blue marbles. Oh, that's something I was. Okay. Because all it takes is one green marble and you go, oh yeah, that's what I want. And a lot of times this happens. I've seen this with many, many people, myself included. You'll have that miracle and you pull that green marble out of the bag and you get so excited. I'm like, yes, I'm at the green marble level. I've manifested. Things are great. And you pull maybe even a couple more and then all of a sudden there's another blue one. Well, yeah, your mind will constantly try to defend the limiting beliefs that you've already created that it believes are your identity. It is trying to protect you. And the things you're doing to pull out green marbles is threatening the blue marble identity. So here's what a lot of people end up doing. They pull out a couple greens, get super excited, then they pull out a blue and go, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? This is horrible. I must have backslid. I better go do some more work. Maybe it really wasn't real. Maybe I was just tricking myself. Maybe I was delusional. And they pull themselves right back to the blue marble identity. The key is to be aware of, hey, that's the blue marble, but I'm not that anymore. Put it aside. Keep pulling. Oh, that's another blue marble. Yeah, that's not me anymore. Oh, green marble. I like this one. I'm adding that to my collection. And then when you get to that next level, oh, look, now I get the red ones. Now I get the orange ones. Now I get the purple ones. You are the creator. Your purpose is to create. You've already created the bag of blue marbles. If that's all you keep pulling out, you're not actually creating. You're just reacting to the current creation. So it is crucial that you stay in the identity of the green marble until it becomes normal. Until as you pull marbles out of the bag of life, all you're pulling is green. And then you get to go to the next level. And it's fun to see how this has happened in my life. And I'll share a couple experiences to help bring this home. So if I look at my life a couple years ago, it is unrecognizable from what I am now. It feels like I've lived so many lifetimes in between. And the reality is, right now, the current things that I'm working on getting into alignment with and leveling myself up so that I'm detached from what is here and having even more, that old me couldn't have even imagined. So the old me, a few years ago, imagined moving to Maine, having a beautiful property like this, having trees everywhere, having fruit on our land, like the grapes on the grapevine trellis or the cherries on the cherry trees. I imagined all that. Now that old me wasn't pulling those out of a bag. I was still in South Texas with a very small yard, didn't have all of this nature around me, didn't feel like I was where I wanted to be, but I imagined it. I imagined this, exactly this. I imagined it. But while I was imagining that, while I was focusing my attention on this, yeah, there were times I kept pulling out the blue marbles. And there were times it was a struggle to say, oh, well, what if we don't make it? What if we don't have the money? What if we never really find an opportunity that gets us there? What if we're kind of stuck here for... But when those thoughts came up, i.e. the blue marble, I said, no, not my reality. Sure, it could happen. I'm aware I'm still in South Texas. I'm aware that I am where things are way too hot. I do not love the heat. I'm aware that I still have this old car or whatever it was. And I said, yeah, but I'm going to live a green marble life. I am a green marble person. Beautiful. So now from this perspective, this new identity of this person who's moved across the country, lives in Maine, is starting businesses with his friends and family members, has financial freedom, has the ability to spend time and effort on things I love more than I ever have before. Oh, new ideas came up. Oh, well, now I want red marbles. What do red marbles feel like? Let me start imagining that. Because that's your purpose. Now, let me make it very clear. You do not have to go out and manifest anything. You do not have to put effort into this. That's not what this is about. It's about being, not doing. So what will happen is, at whatever level you are right now, whatever you're experiencing, whatever color marble is your life right now, the blues, the reds, the greens, the purples, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're pulling out of that bag of life is your current identity. And you get to choose anything you want. You have ideas, I know it. You have things that have come to mind that when you do think of it, lights you up and you feel like peace. And that's the key right there. What do you focus on? What do you create? What color marble do you want? What are the things that are really for you? Follow the peace. Your heart tells you what is in alignment. Your heart tells you where to put your attention so that you are on the fastest path to creating your happiest life with the least amount of resistance. And that's where the heart comes into this whole alignment thing we're talking about. So you reach into the bag and you have one sporadic moment of, oh, where'd this red marble come from? I've never really imagined a red marble, but that's a possibility to have red ones in the bag. Does the red marble feel like peace to me? No? Okay, I'm putting it aside anyway. That was a fun experience to know that's possible. It's really the green ones that feel like peace to me. And that's really what I do. I don't sit here and overly plan and goal and I'm going to mission out and I'm going to map every part of my life and I know where I want to get, so I've got to map out how to do it. There is no how. Your spirit, that energy of creation, is a pure, limitless energy. It is eternal. It is endless. That energy flows, will always flow, and is always vibrating as high as it possibly can in harmony with everything in creation. So as those energies flow through you, your mind, within the current identity, within the current beliefs, will create an idea. And maybe that vibration of freedom in your mind goes, more money. Okay, well, within blue marble reality, freedom means more money. Okay, got it. If you got to the point where you're completely financially free, maybe freedom means less obligation. Now it's green marbles. And there's a million ideas you have a day because your mind is always interpreting energy and input from your experiences, energy and experiences, energy and experiences, energy and experiences, and trying to negotiate the two. Now, it'll always go to that least common denominator of what you're currently experiencing, what your current identity is, if it's allowed to, because it's the least effort for the mind. Oh, already created this. Just let's stay where we are. Let's defend what this is. But your heart will let you know what really works. So if you're paying attention to things in your reality and they don't feel like peace, it doesn't get your attention anymore. Oh, blue marbles don't feel like peace anymore? Okay, I'm just going to set them aside. Oh, it's a blue marble. That's fine. I'm aware of it. Yeah, we just had another blue marble. That's okay. Because I have no doubt I've already pulled a green one or two. There's green in there. I'm going to keep pulling until I get the greens. And the greens are the ones I'm putting in my collection right now. And then once greens are what's expected, oh, well, maybe now it's the reds I'm going to start collecting. You get to choose anything. And you don't have to decide what that is if you trust how you feel. When you decide to follow the peace, and that's all you're going to do. It doesn't matter what feels like peace. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. It doesn't matter how insane it is. It doesn't matter if it feels like peace for you to say, I'm just going to go throw away $10,000. You do it. You will always be on the fastest path to creating your happiest life. And it doesn't make sense because your mind is so busy trying to defend the blue marble life, trying to get you to go back to what it knows. So yeah, you're going to do things that make no sense because you follow the peace. But that's where the miracles happen every single time. You are a powerful creator. You've already created everything in this blue marble life. Now, start to imagine the marbles you want to pull out of that bag of life. What's the next color? Oh, out of all those ideas you've had, out of all those dreams of being whoever you thought you could be, whatever experiences you thought would be amazing to have in this life, which one feels like peace? Okay, pay attention to that. And keep paying attention to that. Even if you're still pulling blue marbles, no. I'm going to pay attention to being a green marble person. And fine, pull the marbles. Yep, that's a blue one, putting it away. Yep, that's a blue one, putting it away. Oh, there's a green one. Let's put that in my collection. I'm paying attention to that. Yep, blue put away, blue put away. And really what this is, it's your level of consciousness. You know, one of the things that I think is a really hyped up phrase in the spiritual community is raising your vibration. Well, here's the trick behind that. You don't actually have to raise your vibration. Your spirit is already vibrating as high as it can. You just have to pay attention to that vibration. And really, through all of the energy gateways, the chakras, whatever you want to call them, there are different vibrational levels you can live your life. Let's take one situation and I'll show you what I mean. So let's take finances, because that seems to be a big one for most people now. So you can be in a situation with finances that is, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. What if I don't have enough? I'm going to save. I'm going to hoard. I'm going to keep every dime I can. I'm going to have a 12-month emergency fund. And on top of that, I'm going to also get gold and silver and food just in case. Well, you're figuring out what to do with money. And that's kind of that root level that is either survival or fear, survival or fear. You can live that way with finances. Or you can get up to that next level, which is, I want to do something fun. If I have it, I want to go out. I want to have a good time. I want to go party. I want to spend it. I want to enjoy the experience. And, oh, maybe I struggle a little bit, but I'm going to work harder so I can play harder. Well, there's that next level with money. Or maybe it's now this identity of I have to have this nice 401k and a house, and I have to be able to go on vacations, and I have to have a high-paying job, and I have to make sure that I am financially successful in this world. Well, there's that next level. Or maybe it's I want to use my resources to make a difference and connect with others and help others, and I'm going to go donate all the time, and I'm going to go do all these things, and that's where abundance is. There's that next level. Or maybe it's I don't need to know where the money comes from. I always have more than enough. If I need it, it's there. And there's that next level. Each of these could be somebody in the same exact situation with the same exact amount of money. But they're paying attention to a different identity. At the very, very top, when people talk about raising their vibration, when people talk about being high vibe, when you are paying attention to all the vibrations within you, at that very top, if you are aware, if you are open, if you are flowing, if you are not stuck paying attention to something that is lesser than what you really are, there's never a worry about money. It's a plaything. It's just an energy. Ooh, if I feel it, if I think it, if I imagine it, it appears, there's the miracle. And it doesn't matter if you're not there yet. That's fine. That's what the marbles are about, guys. At your current level, at your current vibrational reality, because that's what you're paying attention to, you're pulling blue marbles. Okay, but you can now pull red ones. Oh, that's nice. Oh, now you can pull orange ones. Oh, that's nice. And you don't have to figure out how to get there. Just follow the peace. Just follow the peace, because there is nothing greater than the power of you. And when you are in alignment and following the peace, you will naturally create your happiest life and manifest miracles. So yeah, Stop giving all your attention to the marbles you're pulling. Decide what that next level is for you. Imagine it. And if you keep pulling marbles that don't match it, just put them aside. Not giving them any attention until you start to get those green ones that you imagine. And start collecting those. See you guys next time.